Hello and welcome to Module 7. Certainly not an essential module, not really part of the overall formula. Hopefully you would have grasped that by now. Now, the whole point of this module is really, I think when I was developing my process, there was a lot of influences that I was having at the time and has certainly helped me along the way. A lot of great books I've read, some websites that I've been to and joined. So I thought I'd include this module just because the more you can learn about the overall kind of psychology behind everything, the more effective that your digital site reviews and Skypes will be. So I'm going to jump in and have a look at probably the one that I think is the most important one, and that really started me off on thinking this way, and that is Purple Cow by Seth Godin. You can get it on Amazon. Certainly, it's a must for anyone that really wants to do or offer online marketing or web design, web development to their clients and not be part of the rat race, not be the same as everybody else. So look up Purple Cow by Seth Godin. And also when you're there, get his other book, Tribes, as well. Tribes is a fantastic, I think, a big part of the site review or the client conversion formula is even there will be inevitably a few that gets away, people that just opt in, request a site review just out of intrigue, and I don't mind doing those because word of mouth can spread from it, and sometimes, as I've said, they can come back a couple of years later, take you up on the offer. But the book Tribes really teaches you the kind of psychology that when you've got that email list now, and trust me, I'd rather have an email list of 30 people that I've done a site review for than 20,000 people that have downloaded some half-baked PDF report that I've created quickly just to justify somebody to opt in and get their emails. But Tribes is a really good way of learning how to actually bond with them and the importance of doing that. And if you look at your email list now, or the people that you've done site reviews for as your tribe, and go off and lead them how Seth talks about, then this book is an absolute must. Now, for some of you, you might be thinking, the challenge, that's a bit, basic. Personally, I think it's a great. Every year I do the challenge just as a refresher. I've said I've got sites up now which are still turning me into money, which I started off as the core concept as from doing the challenge. But I think it's imperative to do, not only for the great information and the tools and techniques that Ed Dale teaches, but also to reverse engineer what he's done. It's phenomenal when you think about giving away results in advance, the time, energy and effort that man has gone into creating the challenge, all for free. Yes, it is designed to market to you and repetition, and there is sales within it, but ultimately it's free. It's done by video, it's powered by email, so it's worth just doing it and just to see, when does he integrate it with Twitter? How many emails does he send out? What's his copy? He's one of the, the greatest online marketers. So please do the challenge, or if not, at least sign up for the challenge and then just go through his marketing process, because it is absolutely brilliant. And I personally find a lot of the services and things that I recommend my clients, quite often than not, they're all at a very basic level. So what the challenge does is it makes you realize that, chances are if you're watching this and you're trying to get SEO work or web design work or, yada, yada, yada work, what the challenge does is it makes you realize how basic your client's knowledge is. And I think Ed Dale educates people and explains things in such a lovely style. It's not flash, it's not, look how cool he is or anything like that. It's just raw, good information that's presented and done perfectly. So please go off, do the challenge. Taking that one step further, and this isn't a plug for the Immediate Edge, I have no authority, I have no affiliate share with the Edge, never even spoken to Ed Dale, but joining the Immediate Edge for me really helped my niche info marketing. there's a lot of key things in the Edge that aren't in the challenge that has helped me phenomenally and really increase things like conversion and generating more traffic and opt-ins. But more importantly, it's just another great way of potentially. I mean, I think one of my long-term goals is to mirror almost what the Edge are doing. It's a great little client portal, and if you think, well, if you can start learning from the Edge, putting some things in, getting some real hard, uh, true statistics, then you can create your own videos on your findings, at what you've done, and help pass this information on to your clients. Now, I always tell a lot of my clients to actually sign up and do the 30-day challenge. If they get stuck, give me a shout. And I find just being nice with them, just kind of having that selling without selling, and just helping people find what they're looking for and teach them in the right way, I find it helps. So thoroughly recommend that you do join up for the Edge, even if it's just for a quick snoop around to see what happens on the back end. Going on from that, one of my favourite books that I've read in a long time is Life's a Pitch, and it's how to sell yourself, and brilliant ideas. And I think it's a really important thing to understand, because really, if you read this book, it's written by Stephen Bailey and Roger Maverty. It shows you the whole concept of what we've been talking about throughout the formula, from doing a site review, for giving them results in advance, giving them free information, bonding, trust, authority. Everything's leading to one 20-second pitch. And in this case, when I do a site review, I say, okay, download the PDF. The PDF's got the specification, the terms and conditions, and the invoice for the first payment plan, or the first payment. That's the pitch. Right there is the pitch, and it's only literally like 10 or 20 seconds long. Everything else has been done to prepare them for the actual pitch. And this book, Life's a Pitch, is a brilliant book just to get your head around that concept and be able to expand on it far more than I can right now using video. I think it's a whole other product in itself. It's only cheap. Thoroughly recommend it. Another book which is thoroughly worth reading is a book called Good to Great by a chap called Jim Collins. And really the concept of this book is what makes the big companies get really big. And it's all basically, he's analysed the kind of top brands in the world and pinpointed key factors in their history that have made them become a lot more, bigger, like Walmart, things like that. Why have they got so big? How have they done it? And if you read that, and a lot of that is kind of high-end theory, there's not many kind of things to specifically do, but if you read that and understand it, you can start putting things into play within the video processes. And I think even this is a great follow-up to what happens after you've done that initial work. So really, what the site review formula is going to be doing to you is just being able to save time, money, energy, and effort in turning strangers to friends, friends to customers. What this book will help is how to make your business really grow phenomenally, to make the leap and to be a well-respected brand, maybe perhaps just in your hometown to start, or even over the internet. So thoroughly recommend to read that book. And another great book which really hasn't influenced that much the site review formula, but I implore anyone to get it, is Guerrilla Marketing 101, which is done by J. Conrad Levinson, who actually coined the phrase guerrilla marketing. And he's got 100 little marketing weapons that basically you can do whenever you're trying to market yourself. And it all revolves around energy and creativity. It's not, let's just, anyone can make a sustainable business if they've got huge cash injection at the start. You can spend $50,000 or $100,000 on AdWords. You can build an email list, and then you can start marketing to it. And you might not make your money back immediately from that list and the initial product launch, but over time, you've got a sustainable business. And many people don't have that money at the start. They can't afford to. So what Guerrilla Marketing 101 is, it's literally 100 ways of being able to really make or market yourself, and little things like little golden nuggets in your hand, which I love. So, perfect example is if you go to an exhibition. The whole idea is, don't just give away business cards. You want to collect business cards purely because you're in control then. And that's just one example of the kind of style that he teaches about. So thoroughly recommend getting that. You can get that from Amazon. But overall, I hope you've enjoyed this course. I've been doing it for a good 3 years now. A lot of the things that I've said have kind of been a development over that period. So some of you may be doing some aspects of this already, but until you give it a go, fire up your screencasting software, build that membership or client section on your website. It takes no more than a couple of hours to build, to install a new WordPress site. And then just get cracking, see what works for you. You may want to refine things, you may want to change things more suitable for your business. Perhaps you've got a specific product that you're only interested in selling to your clients. Not a problem. The only thing that will change really is the pre-sale. You don't necessarily want to listen to their pains as much. You can use that period as to educate them specifically how your product or service will help them with their product or service. But I think the most important thing is just to actually do it, actually take action. I know lots of people buy products, don't even go through them all. The key thing is just give it a go. It takes literally half an hour to get started. It may take a little bit longer for your first one, but until you try, you won't know. Best of luck, and please drop me an email. Let me know how you get on. Any questions? Love to help. I can't really help teach everybody how to do ScreenFlows and Camtasia. In fact, I may be creating a course on how to do ScreenFlow, but there's a lot of videos out there on YouTube and lots of blogs out there teaching how to do things. I think the important thing is just to be able to turn this around pretty quickly and have fun. I love it now when I speak to someone. I say, yeah, go and sign up to my site, and they sign up. You get a little buzz. You've got to do a site review, and every time you do it, you get better at it. You get more relaxed in the on the camera. You feel more confident, and you start just realizing little traits and things. You think, well, okay, I'm spending too much time doing, I don't know, maybe looking at Google Insights. So I'm going to cut that down. And you can, after maybe about 5 or 10 site reviews, you can really start making some good traction. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. Best of luck. Any feedback would be great. Speak to you soon. Best regards. Bye-bye.